got the every cameo, Easter egg, and ending in Superman 2025 explained. We picked the short version, so there's probably a longer version.
Welcome to Screen Rant. I'm Matt Rimke, and this is a breakdown of a dozen cameos, Easter eggs, and the ending explained for James Gunn's Superman. Let's get into it. First, let's quickly run through what happened here. In year 3 as Superman, Clark Kent is still discovering what it means to be Earth's protector in a world of metahumans and monsters. Meanwhile, Lex Luthor has had enough.
Also, we gotta talk about the greatest casting for Lex Luthor. That nigga was a psychopath, a sociopath.
Yeah,
if it ends in a path, that's the path he went down, okay?
YouTube
that
people,
man was a nutcase.
Spoilers ahead if you're watching this on YouTube. This is not for you if you don't want spoilers.
Man.
I feel like everybody was a good cast.
They were, like, I'm not going to lie, all right? I gotta say this. I have to say this. I would've, like, Henry Cavill in there would've been off. Not gonna lie. But this guy was a good Superman.
Yeah, he was a great
He was a great Superman.
I mean, I like the way the universe is built.
Yeah.
The casting, the performances, it was all good to me.
Like, he still feels like diet Henry Cavill to me. Kind of looks like him, but he also looks like the other guy.
He's like a softer Superman like they used to pick.
Yeah.
He's like a softer.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill's more
like Superman.
Yeah.
Take Superman down. What follows is a back and forth through geopolitical conflict, leading to a final showdown between hero and villain, Brain and
awesome.
Brawn, man and monster. It's a classic Superman vs. Lex story, a comic book brought to life. Now, for the fun part. Let's get into.
And I like how serious it didn't take itself at times. Like, a lot of people were hating the fact, like, oh, it didn't take itself serious enough, This felt like it felt floaty enough for a Superman book. It felt very floaty. It felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Superman isn't always serious all the time. It's not always, you know what I'm saying?
It's not dark
One
and
would
gritty.
think that Lex Luthor's actor was a method actor.
It was probably on set going crazy.
Cameos and Easter eggs. The biggest source of the Leo meme in this movie is through the cameos because this is a James Gunn movie and he always gets his friends involved. And now that he's the boss at DC Studios, there's no telling how many.
And we got some hope for DC, right?
Also, Jimmy, I apologize, man.
Oh, yeah, you do gotta apologize.
Jimbo, I apologize, man.
Damn, James, he had you messed up at first.
Jimbo, I apologize, Jimmy.
What up, Death Shadow?
However, you know what I'm saying? I wish it was still my boy Big Blue, but you did a great job. Still to this day, fuck Dwayne.
Oh, The Rock does? Okay, for sure.
Familiar faces we are going to see over the years. We start right off the bat with a big name in the very first scene. The scene featured in the Superman teaser with Crypto dragging Clark home leads us to the Fortress of Solitude, where he's greeted and attended to by his Superman robots. The robots are playing a message from Kal-El's parents they sent to Earth along with him, and who else but Bradley Cooper is playing Jor-El. He joins the iconic list of Marlon Brando and Russell Crowe as actors.
Also, I have to say that. I like how bright it was. I love the colors.
Yeah.
We
ditched the dark and gritty.
I love the colors, dude.
They made us feel good while action and a little bit of comedy.
I didn't like the draws over the suit, but I love the color.
To bring Superman's father to the big screen. And this is not a quick hit cameo. This message becomes an essential plot point throughout the movie that turns everything on its head. So Cooper gets his share of screen time despite having just a few lines. Following the Marvel tree here, Cooper is not the only Guardian of the Galaxy to make an appearance in Superman. Gunn is famous for giving voiceover roles to his former cast members. Here, Michael Rooker and Pom Klementieff both lend their voices to the Superman crew. They both also appeared in Gunn's first DC entry with the Suicide Squad in 2021. Rooker as Savant and Klementieff as a cameo in a nightclub. Another voiceover part was given to the Superman legend Michael Rosenbaum as one of Lex Luthor.
Do you know who that is? All right, hey, somebody save me. What you know about that shit, boy?
I don't know that.
Smallville. That's the Lex Luthor from Smallville.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
There's Raptor.
Makes sense.
Rosenbaum, probably most famous for playing Lex Luthor in 10 glorious seasons of Smallville. Nicholas Hoult.
Such a good show.
Well, they gave him a baldy.
Such a good show. Now, we all can agree, brother. For that nigga to, man, bro, the ending of Smallville was good, but we waited that long just for that type shit. Like, really, like, come on, bro. Shout out Smallville, bro. If you know,
even
you know.
came on his podcast for advice on playing the iconic Superman villain. And after seeing this thing, it really pays off. Holt seems to be playing a version of Rosenbaum's Luthor if it were dialed up to 11, stealing a lot of scenes along the way. This is not Rosenbaum's first James Gunn cameo appearance. He also voices the Ravager and OG Guardian, Martinex, in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and 3. Okay, now we get into the good stuff. You may know Millie Alcock from her breakout role as a young Rhaenyra Targaryen in House of the Dragon Season 1, but in Superman, she is promoted to Kryptonian as she smashes through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man just before the credits roll as Supergirl. Kara Jor-El, the cousin of Superman. For those who don't know, Supergirl is the next film slated for James Gunn's new DC universe, and Alcock is expected to play the title role. Kara shows up to the Fortress of Solitude, and let's call a spade a spade. She's wasted. Clark explains that she's coming back from a red sun planet, which allows Kryptonians to get into their cups a little bit and actually get drunk, which they cannot do here on Earth because of our very boring as hell yellow sun. The answer is probably just alien.
Editor for cutting him out without a green screen.
But if I had to guess, Kara feels like she is either drinking a tequila soda with extra lime or whatever beer you have, strictly depending on whatever bar she's in. Alcock can also be seen wearing her iconic jacket from probably the seminal Supergirl comic run Woman of Tomorrow, a book that has Kara doing what we have yet to see Superman do in theaters, go on a space journey. And that's not all. She's taken the dog. That's right, Kara is the owner of Crypto, and Clark was just walking.
That explains why he was so bad.
Yeah, that's why he was like, it's more of an adoption thing or whatever he said.
Yeah.
As a foster situation. So Crypto is getting back-to-back runs in the new DCU as one of the first reoccurring characters. Worthy as worthy can be. Supergirl is currently set to release in theaters June 26th of next year and is set to feature DC legend Jason Momoa as Lobo. It will be directed by Craig Gillespie, who is most known for I, Tonya and Cruella. Moving along with the cameos, no one who knew anything about James Gunn thought we weren't going to get a quick shot of Sean Gunn, brother of James Gunn. Sean is featured in Guardians as Kraglin and Calendar Man in the Suicide Squad, while also providing mocap for the Weasel. Here, he is the infamous Maxwell Lord, another money mover in the DC universe who you may remember from 2020's Wonder Woman 1984. Played by Pedro Pascal of all people. And that guy's gonna be Reed Richards in 2 weeks. That's how much can change in 5 years. Lord is adjacently mentioned throughout this movie as his company is funding the Justice Gang, represented here by Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern Guy Gardner.
It's still fuck Guy Gardner. I don't care what nobody says. I think he's fucking idiot, full of himself. Oh, Big Green, Big Blue, calm down. Did you know?
The one question is, why? How the hell he even become a lantern?
They hypnotize you with these.
Right.
You don't even know who I really am. I fucking hate that nigga, bro. Just God, bro. Where I would pay real money to see Kilowog beat him up. I would pay real money.
I see some Guy Gardner character growth coming in future films, bro.
He never grows as a character. Literally.
Oh man, hey, that hot girl singing she dropped old buddy. Hey, she did that. She did. Oh, you think okay?
Philip Marced's Hawk Girl and Eddie Gathie's Mr. Terrific. Sean Gunn, Filoni, and Merced are...
These also were a very interesting three. Oh, that makes sense. Now I see it. I was about to say these were a very interesting three to put in, like, the movie, but they don't overshadow Superman.
Yeah.
Like, introducing them, they don't overshadow
They give you but not like...
It doesn't take attention.
You're not putting a Batman next to
Yeah.
Shown in the trailer for the upcoming season 2 of Peacemaker, so we can expect a lot more of them. Speaking of Peacemaker, we got a cameo here that was not predicted or scooped anywhere of note. John Cena is back as Chris Smith, the Peacemaker.
His name is John Cena!
Of course, on the news, talking shit about Superman in full costume. This leads us into season 2 in August, where the DCU will continue on Max or HBO Max or wherever we're calling it nowadays. This shows James Gunn's.
Ain't Bulls, that's all I know. That's regular. Ain't no Bulls, that's regular. That's XXL meat. Nigga, that's John Cena. You can't see him, but you can see meat.
The bulge is
Bulls is when it's pitching the tit. That's regular dick. That's relaxed dick.
The bulge
that's
is
C dick. That's Cena cock.
Okay, Aaron.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he ain't out here making children so we could have another generation of Cena. Fuck John!
Because they'd be disappointed.
No, they wouldn't.
They disappoint us. They wouldn't be their daddy.
No, they wouldn't.
Like, think about Jordan kids. Fucking losers.
Well, didn't they not pursue basketball?
It don't matter what they pursue, they fucking lose.
I mean, look at Bronny.
They did pursue basketball. They played shit.
But did they pursue like him? You know what I'm saying? Like where
they wasn't good enough.
You know what I'm saying? Look at Bronny. Bronny made it. You know what I'm saying? That really fall on Jordan. If we being so real. You really not that man to last all this long. Come on, bro.
Guess who's back again with Gamer Subs. What's up, Chad? You might be asking how did Conor McGregor get here? You're asking too many questions. The boys over at InternetCity have teamed up with Gamer Subs. If you go to gamersubs.gg/InternetCity right now, you can get 10% off. I'm talking flavors like raw meat, guacamole, gamer fart. And these two right here, we got the nuclear section and chug juice. You either go, or I'm gonna go with you. Guess who's back again!
Imprint on the new movie universe he is in charge of. The new era's first 3 projects feature Commandos, Superman, and Peacemaker Season 2, all written and directed by James Gunn. Superman and Peacemaker Season 2, all
he had to see the camera, bro.
All written and directed.
I can't tell what that was.
Directed by James Gunn. And speaking of Creature Commandos, he was in the trailer. If you knew, you knew. But anybody who didn't know, Frank Grillo plays Rick Flag Sr. in this movie. This is awesome for a couple of reasons. Number 1, Rick Flag Sr. is the father of Rick Flag, the leader of the Suicide Squad in 2016 and Gunn's version in 2021, played by Joel Kinnaman. This is especially interesting because he is also set to appear in Peacemaker Season 2 to have words with John Cena as to why he killed his son. Number 2, Rick Flag Sr. is also the leader of the Creature Command. Because he is also set to appear in Peacemaker Season 2 to have words with John Cena as to why he killed his son.
Weren't those essentially still Snyderverse? Weren't both of those Snyderverse? Or was the second one? I could have swore they both were Snyderverse.
Probably using bits and pieces. I don't know. Who the hell knows?
The reason why I'm asking, they can't use just bits and pieces because that's a whole nother Superman. Okay.
Number 2, Rick Flag Sr. is also the leader of the Creature Commandos animated series released on HBO Max earlier this year.
But even if they go into a different universe, that's a weird tie-in. Alright.
So voiced by Frank Grillo. So the idea of the DCU being hyper-connected, animated, live action, streaming, theaters, all one sandbox. The first Easter egg we will cover is one that some speculated to be another cameo. Ultraman, the maxed lackey of Lex Luthor, shown in trailers, had his...
So, me and Dude was just talking about this. Ultraman shouldn't have been his name because it kind of gets rid of the possibility for Ultraman from Earth 2 to show up because Ultraman is the evil Superman, right? This is the clone of Superman that basically becomes Bizarro. So, they got 2 ways to work this. When he goes into the wormhole fucks him up, he becomes Bizarro, or the wormhole brings him to another planet where because he goes to the wormhole, he gets smart and becomes a actual evil Superman. But, you know what I'm saying? There's different ways to play this for an Earth 2, and they can go various different ways.
Identity revealed at the turn of Acts 2 and 3.
He went in
It wasn't Henry Cavill or Tom Welling or Bizarro. It was a cloned and droned David Corenswet. Ultraman ends up being a controllable replica of Superman that Lex created using Clark's DNA, which is why he was so easily able to break into the Fortress of Solitude earlier in the movie. The clone has a longer haircut and not a single speaking line, but He does get thrown into a black hole after getting his ass beat, though, so...
You know, there was some idiots on TikTok that saw the clip of them fighting in the, I guess it was a soccer field, whatever field, sports field they was fighting. And it's like, why is Superman losing? Da, 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 da. Well, one, if you knew what the fuck was going on, you would know that Lex Luthor had choreographed this fight because he studied this nigga. Two, it's a clone of Superman who's just as strong with his moves predetermined and somebody helping him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why y'all just talking to talk?
He's still very much on the board down the line. Another insider bit that got smiles from the initiated and it passed right by anybody who doesn't know.
Oh, Chief.
Perry White does not want to be called Chief, a running gag that stems from OG Superman comics through the Superman TV show and affectionately mentioned and hinted at in Richard Donner's Superman movies of the 70s and 80s. Perry tells Jimmy Olsen, who absolutely crushes this movie by the way, not to call him Chief while navigating that comic-accurate half-smoked cigar.
Shout out my dog, Jimbo. Shout out my dog, Jimbo. My boy, Jimmy D. Jimmy D. B. Mr. Get 'em. You know what I'm saying?
He wanted that pain.
Come on, man.
The entire movie. One of the very few impact lines Perry has in this film. Fans are certainly hoping for more Wendell Pierce in the future. In one of the funnier exchanges of the movie, Guy Gardner and Lois Lane are discussing who knows.
Gentlemen, ladies of the jury, everything in between. Lois Lane is still toxic.
She was better. She wasn't horrible, but
She was way better.
she's still a woman at the end
But
of the day.
she's still toxic. Like, come on. Like, bro, when are we going to stop? Do it grip, though. That is the question.
It got to be handling that. Hey,
It's Super P. Super.
she handling the Super P because
It's
you know he got to hold back.
It's Super P. Super.
It gotta be because he gotta hold back with everything he do. He gotta. Look now. He got his strokes gotta be accurate. He can hit that spot whatever he wanted. Type shit. You feel me? That's your guy.
Right.
That's your guy. You talking about Cena
But-
cock? What about Super cock?
But we gotta stop. We gotta stop pushing Lois, bro.
It'll never stop,
Bro, we could push a Lana. You feel me? Lana Lane. You know what I'm saying? Gotta stop like that.
Lois will never.
They know about Clark Kent being Superman.
They don't know that we know they know we know.
In this back and forth, Guy explains the idea that Clark has hypno glasses, and that is the trick to his much debated disguise. The idea is that the glasses obstruct the reality of anybody who looks into them to slightly alter Clark's face and mask his striking resemblance to the Man of Steel. This would solve a lot of problems that people have with Superman and are really passionate about, but in the tone and scope of this movie, it's actually one of the more believable things. Finally, this movie
That's also comic accurate.
Yeah, it's not stupid. It's what
pulls a
actually
lot of
is.
themes, ideas, and sometimes direct panel-to-screen moments from the acclaimed Superman run, All-Star Superman, written by Grant Morrison. Wacky comic stuff explained through space like the Hypno Goggles or Pocket Dimensions, Kaijus, and intergalactic imps are all hyper-present. This is the big swing of the movie. The last Superman fans got in theaters was as grounded and gritty as he is ever going to be. Here is one of the more fantastical suspension of belief.
That nigga, bro, Henry, hey, bro, man, you forever my dog, bro. You want to come to my wedding, bro? Henry Calvin.
He's if I eat, also there's gonna be a wedding.
Hopefully, bro. One
Gonna
day,
be a wedding, bro.
Henry Calvin. If I ever get married, bro, you gonna come to my wedding, bro?
Type B.
You can't be my best man unless Mike willing to let you be my best. But I ain't gonna ever.
Whoa, that's crazy, bro.
Comic book brought to life movies you will see, and easily the most whiz-bang Superman has ever been on the big screen, all heavily influenced by All-Star Superman. So, this thing wraps up pretty straightforward. It's weirdly refreshing to see one of these end on a happy note. After Clark and Lex fist fight and monologue fight to debate the battle between man and God, Lex is put in handcuffs and taken
Get
to
him
the
out of
reef.
here, crybaby
Clark and
ass
Lois
nigga.
make up and share that trailer moment, spinning in the air, and Superman returns to his fortress, but
Oh, I also gotta talk about this.
share that trailer moment.
All right, real talk. If this was real, right, and her legs would just be dangling,
Yeah.
I mean it to say that, just, you know what I'm saying, just dangling.
Spinning in the air, and Superman returns to his fortress, but instead of playing that Bradley Cooper clip to keep him calm, there's now
played
home
that.
videos of him and Ma and Pa
Yeah.
Kent in Smallville.
That was
The
a-
final
that was a
scene
good
before
touch.
credits is that Millie Alcock Supergirl scene we already talked about, but gives her a quick intro before taking on her own movie. We get two non-consequential stingers. The mid-credit is a very quick shot of Superman and Krypto on the moon, looking over Earth, ripped straight from the All-Star Superman comic. In the post-credit scene is Mr. Terrific and Superman looking over the damage from the final fight, getting into a little quip-off about the results. And that's it. Directed by James
Boy, they
Gunn,
fucked that shit
Superman.
up, boy.
So, what do you think? What am I missing? I'm sure there are some license plates and background Easter eggs we can all find on a second viewing.
My favorite thing is that they showed that Gotham is literally still right next door. Like Gotham is literally across the bridge. They're separated by a water.
Now I gotta go look at the longer version. There's some hour-long Easter egg videos that probably get into all that stuff, like the Gotham thing and all that. But for the sake of time, we checked out the short one. But for those on YouTube that wasn't in the stream, I'm giving the movie 8.5, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it's
no
an
lower
8,
for me.
It's an 8 or a 9 for me.
You know what I'm saying?
It was really enjoyable.
Considering I really, really, really like the other Superman, Man of Steel.
Man of Steel is
I really like
9.
that one, and I really like this.
Yeah, and like these are they both are really good Superman.
They're
movies.
different ways.
None
to
of
tell
them,
it.
neither one of them is that bullshit Superman Return.
Yeah.
Fucking
that
dog
boring
shit ass.
bullshit
Fucking-
from the early 2000s.
fucking trash.
Yeah. But yeah, both of them was they good for their own reasons.
Yeah.
Their own. This one was more deeper and just execute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That other universe was, man.
Yeah.